I'm so happy to be here and really honored to be here, and I have really only one thought on this occasion, which is what the thought that brings us all here, and that's to celebrate the connection between Hannah Lieberman and the Neighborhood Legal Services Program. I think that as I look around this room, and Judge Sullivan talked about it, this is an organization with such a proud history, and I was thinking today about Gary Bello, and anytime I have a chance to think about Gary Bello, that's a good day for me. And all of the people in this room who've had a connection over the years, and the relationship of Covington and Burling and all of the other law firms, Wilmer, Arnold and Porter, Aiken Gump, who were represented on the board, and this is just a fabulous day starting now going forward for NLSP, and I'm so happy to be a part of the celebration. We're just so fortunate to have Hannah Lieberman in this job. I think wherever Hannah works, they're fortunate, and now it's we who have the good fortune. And I just want to congratulate the board. I think you made a fabulous decision in deciding on Hannah. I'd say thank you to you and Blake Biles in particular, Blake, for the role that you played in this. Hannah there's a lot of public interest lawyers here. She is the quintessential public interest lawyer. It's in her DNA. She, as a very young person, I think before she went to law school, Hannah, is that right? You found Justice Douglas somehow, and you thought you were starting to work on some research and ended up meeting him and being inspired in your work really ever since. So it's a wonderful career that ends up here today with private practice, with being out in Arizona, and especially a long period of time with the Legal Aid Bureau in Maryland, and anybody in the world of legal services in this country knows Hannah Lieberman. You can go to any part of the country, and during the time that she after she left the Maryland Legal Aid Bureau and consulted with legal services organizations around the country, you'll find that she touched people all over this country and helped them do a better job in helping low-income people with their legal problems. So I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this. Is there a professional version of love at first sight? Well, I said it. And I'm talking about all of us in this room. And Hannah, I'm talking about myself too. I met Hannah about 6 or 7 years ago when she was still the deputy director of the Maryland Legal Aid Bureau. And I was just figuring out then with my colleagues on the Access to Justice Commission, what would we try to do? And we think we've done pretty well. Well, I chanced to meet her very early on and have a talk at one of the National Equal Justice Conferences, and I have to tell you, I was blown away. She's so smart. She's so sensible. She's thoughtful. She's knowledgeable. She's impressive in every way. I could go on, but you get the drift.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. So we talked from time to time as we saw each other at one meeting or another, and I always came away with some new insight, some new knowledge, some new ideas of what we ought to be doing here in our community about legal services and about helping low-income people. And somewhere along the way, I thought we've got to get Hannah to be part of the DC legal services community, some way, shape, or form. And then the thought took more shape. Maybe I think after she started consulting with NLSP, I'm a little slow, but anyway, I thought, wow, if there's ever a vacancy at NLSP, wouldn't we be lucky? Wouldn't the community wouldn't everybody be lucky if we could get her to run NLSP? Well, here we are. It's a machaya. Those of you who are not Jewish, that's a word for miracle. I think it's absolutely terrific. And so from all of us, Hannah, the whole community, as well as the board and the very talented staff of NLSP. It's really a machaya for everybody, and welcome to you.